What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Winner's Circle. I'm Derek.
And I am Cody. We're here.
We got a live eviction tonight. First person going to jury, I think. Are we sure? Are they going to go home? Are they going to stay? Are they going to be back in the house as a zombie? What's going on? How many more weeks is this show?
Quite frankly, I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. I think when I was talking to Sharon, which if you haven't seen that episode of Sharon's podcast, I was just on it with her. She said the 9th of August. Now, I'm going to take her for her word.
Yeah, she knows
there's nothing that I can find. So, I'm honestly October. She's November 9th needs to get here ASAP Rocky.
She's in the know. So
yeah,
she says November. You said November 9th?
November 9th, which I think is
so. There's gonna be some double evictions or something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, there's got to be, right. They're gonna be throwing a lot of stuff. I wonder who's gonna go with this stuff. So, but before we get into it, I just want to remind everybody, if you haven't done so already, if you're listening on audio, give us a 5-star rating. If you're listening here on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications. We're growing. We're almost at 50,000 subscribers. So if you guys have a friend that you think might be into this, share it along, share the live. Also, make sure you guys are hitting the thumbs up right now on the live so we can get it out there. It's got to be early. What we're learning is the early thumbs up gets us out there. So hit the thumbs up right now. Derek's going to be monitoring it. We hope to get to at least 250 within the first 10 minutes.
Ooh, I like that. Ambitious. Yeah, no, listen, we appreciate you guys sharing it. And, if you like something in the video, you're getting our live reactions. Make sure you clip it. You have our permission. Go clip it. Throw it on social media. Let people know about it. Some people are going to like what we have to say. Some people are not going to like what we have to say. We know that. All we can do is just be honest. And the more that it's clipped and put out there, some people are going to come to support us. Some people are going to come to debate us. Either way, we welcome all. So definitely share with your friends and family and the people that follow you on social media. It definitely helps us. And we're enjoying this so far. I saw the interview with you and Sharon. You said how much you were liking the lives. I concur. And we got Julie wearing glasses tonight.
Julie kind of looks like a teacher right now.
And you're wearing glasses tonight. And you know what?
You're wearing glasses tonight.
Now I'm wearing glasses too. I wasn't going to wear them because we got to record a Glasses USA ad later tonight. Yep. And I was like, I'll save them for that. But you know what? I don't want to be left out. So I'm going to wear them. Day 68 as they go through the preview right here.
Julie, just when she's wearing the glasses, man, she's like, they got that school teacher look. It's like that,
Easy. All right?
Settle down, Derek. Settle down. Okay, so let's link ourselves up pretty early. I just saw Corey with his hand over his head in the backyard. Did you see that yet?
I'm seeing Cameron in the DR right now. He's having a conversation with Jag on the thing. It's showing Corey in the. I might be in front of you. I might be behind.
Yeah, you're at the same. It's going to be so hard to figure this out
because they're cutting through so many shots. You just have to wait. Like Blue just was on the treadmill. We'll just hold on a couple minutes.
We have Grace and Mercy. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. First donation of the live. We appreciate you, Grace and Mercy. Kay in the building. We got our CEO of the chat. If anybody mouths off in the chat, Kay will put you down quicker than you could think of.
Go ahead. Come on with something. I was like, where's he going with this?
Put you down quicker than. I suck, dude. I suck. I can't do it.
I was like, he ain't finishing this one off. This is going nowhere.
What gets put down quick? Put you down quicker than.
Put you down quicker than a Big Mac.
Oh, dude, don't say that to me because I'm dying for a Big Mac. And I don't know what's going on with my stomach. Little side note. This has nothing to do with Big Brother. I got to get
too many Big Macs.
I got to get a. What's the thing where they put the thing down your throat to look into your stomach? Epidotomy?
The opposite of a colonoscopy.
Yeah, an epinoscopy, a mouthonoscopy. Down my throat.
Endopachy? No, that's not how you say it.
Who cares? We suck, dude. We don't know. Cody and his out.
You know what it is, Cody? You know what's really happening to you. Ready for this?
What, dude? Tell me.
You're getting old.
I know.
Trust me. You're just getting started, buddy.
Bro. Don't say that to me. This is really hard. It's like affecting my sleep. I'm like, bro, I can't sleep right now.
We got bad heartburn?
It's like, it's not even that. It's like if I eat something, my stomach blows up like a balloon. Like it's like
endoscopy. Thank you.
Endoscopy.
Trisha, you're the best.
Endoscopy.
You already guys
Rachel Marie, also thank you for the donation. We appreciate you, Rachel.
Okay, so we are watching this right now because this, for anyone who's not watching the feeds, who's catching up, we just saw that, you have the veto meeting here. Jag used it on Felicia. Bowie's got to nominate someone. This has been the plan for most of the week. We know what's about to happen right now. They're backdooring Cameron. I want to say, it seems like right now you have two individuals kind of running the house in the middle. And to me, just by watching the shows, the actual episodes, it's Matt and Jag.
It's your boy.
And it's
back
my boy.
from the dead.
He's coming on. He's starting to figure it out. I have actually seen a couple clips of him on the live feeds. He's starting to get it. He's starting to get comfortable. And by the way, remember we said he lost Riley, so he didn't have that ride or die. Well, he's found that ride or die in Matt.
Yeah, and it's great. I mean, it's really great because Matt, it genuinely feels reciprocated. So it's a good situation. I don't see them backstabbing each other. They're in lockstep with one another, which is awesome. You know, it's good to see. The only thing I mentioned it is just I feel like people know that those two are close because they know all the duos and they know, okay, they're safe. Everybody knows that Matt saved Jag. So that's the only thing that's like really annoying is it almost feels like everybody has a duo, minus like Bowie. But I will say this about Bowie's HOH reign. I cannot believe she allowed them to like kind of influence her to put Cam on the block and target. Like, you don't ever target somebody that would never, like Cam would never, ever, and possibly could have taken Bowie deep into the game. He would have never targeted her. So I don't really know why she did it. Now, I do understand because Cam is easily the best player in the house right now. So I understand for a game perspective to get out that big of a target, but it's like, let somebody else do that. It'll just further your game. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, Bowie, no disrespect to Bowie. Again, everything we say to every single person in this house is strictly game. What does this benefit Bowie? I'm not saying it hurts her game either, but what does it benefit Bowie?
Right.
If who is her number one? Cameron was not her number one. I get that, but he was at least communicating with her when the whole red thing went down.
Right.
You know, listen, again, I don't think this is a bad move per se, but I don't think it's necessarily a good move. And for me, what I take away from this HOH for Bowie is how easily manipulated she is. Right. she was twisted by these guys. It was a collaborative effort. I would even say Corey and America were in there too, where it was just a bunch of people who were involved, and ultimately they got what they wanted. Because if you remember, at the beginning of the HOH week, 0 shot Cameron was touching the block.
Yeah, right.
According to Bowie.
Right.
And in 3 or 4 days, they flipped her. So
yeah, that's such a good point, bro. And it was that easy. And honestly, I don't think that the information that they brought her, like about Cam maybe thinking that she's working with Corey, it's like, that's not information. That's not Cam saying he's going to target you. It's almost like they brought this information to her and she made an emotional decision, which it's very understandable why that happens in the Big Brother house, because that's what a lot of people do. But I'm just like, I don't know. I was expecting her to target Corey, and I can understand why she didn't, because she does. And also, here's the thing.
I'm not saying this is a bad move. It's not a bad move.
It's not a bad move.
She has no game.
Right.
I'm going to be honest. Again, not hating on her. She has no game.
Right. So who does she target, really, that would be big? It's almost like she should have left Sari and Felicia on the block and then just let Felicia go home and be the first member of the jury house, and then just kind of faded back into doing nothing. And it would have just been like, okay. And honestly, part of me is saying that because I like the dynamic that Cam brought to the game. So I'm almost a little bitter that he's going to go home. And now it's like, now what's going to happen? I liked seeing how Cam would just like scold her people and like stare into their soul.
He had great diary rooms, DRs. He was great there. I love this conversation he's having right now. He's just blowing up everybody's game. He's like, yeah, I'm going out. So I'm going to blow everybody up. Hey, by the way, I got some bad news. We're 10 minutes into the episode. We did not get 250 likes.
We got
390.
We got 390?
Yep.
Let's
get 250.
go.
We got 390. Let's go. Joe the show. Go ahead, read it. You were about to grab it. Go for it.
Who do you guys think has a better chance to make it to Final 3? Corey and America, Matt and Jag?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go first. I think Matt and Jag. I think they're in the middle right now.
Follow up.
I think Corey and America are going after Sari and Felicia, and Blue's kind of in the mix there as well, where this is two different countries going after each other. And Jag and Matt, as of right now, which could change tonight, are Switzerland. They're kind of in the middle. Rachel Marley.
Rachel Marie. We appreciate you, Rachel. Thank you so much for the donations. We love it.
She's got 2 eyes in there, though.
I
I thought it
know.
was an L. I thought it was an IL. Rachel Marie.
I got to shout out my boy Homero. He's in the building.
Homero.
He's trying to. Oh yeah, Homero's in here. He's trying to act like he's cool. Like, who are these guys? So you see that one? That's him in there. Everybody
one is
just put a 1 in the chat if you think Homero's got an itty bitty little.
I could say some things right now, Cody. I could say some things right now.
No, you
Homero
couldn't.
Homero knows what I'm thinking.
Homero's lucky, and he couldn't even do
Homero,
anything with it.
Homero, I see you, bro.
Homero couldn't even do anything with it. Homero had a full guillotine and couldn't even put me to sleep. I was like, dude, get it together. One guy
Nashville.
named Homero would be amazing on the show, Big Brother. Homero, that is one thing I will say. Of all of my friends,
Oh, he'd be good on a Big Brother.
Homero
for
would
sure.
be absolutely incredible on this show.
Agreed.
He would be
100%.
amazing in the DR. He'd be extremely likable. He wouldn't be someone that goes home. He's a competitor. He's smart. Homero is one of my boys that, like, I would actually, if they were very serious about getting into the show, I would be like,
Yeah,
I would
put a
try
call
to
in.
do my best to be like, yo, this
Rosalia
kid is-
Grace. Thank you. We got a big question from Melissa Lynch, too.
Melissa
Do you
Lynch.
think-
Melissa,
Yeah,
can we just say something really quick to Melissa? Every week, Melissa, you're absolutely incredible. The conversations that you spark up with your questions, I love it. It almost feels like Melissa kind of taps in and kind of hits us with, like, if we had a radio show and somebody called in, and even if they disagree, like Melissa, I was listening to the radio the other day, Melissa, and I thought of you when there was like a back and forth, and I was like, I appreciate people like Melissa in the chat. Anyway,
Justin amazing too. He's
Justin,
he's someone seen for years.
yeah.
But to Melissa's question real quick, do you think Bowie is putting on a facade, being dumb, kind of dumb, and it makes her get to the end, so she isn't a threat? She's a lawyer, so she's intelligent. I've seen a lot of speculation in the chats that this week that's what she was doing. I don't think that's the case. I don't think Bowie's dumb, first and foremost.
right.
She's super intelligent. She, like you said, she's a lawyer. I think she's extremely intelligent, but there's a difference between being intelligent and being good at Big Brother, or being, I guess, socially intelligent. I feel like she's older than most of the cast. She's struggling to find commonalities with them. She was kind of on the outside looking in most of it. And some people just frankly aren't cut out for this game. I'll give Cody for an example because he's sitting here. One of the best Big Brother players of all time. I think, Cody, you would agree you were not cut out to be a traitor. You were not cut from that cloth to be that guy.
Yep.
And though one game, out of all the people who've played, I'd put you up against anyone, you go on another show that in theory should be similar, and you were so relieved to get out of that mansion because it just wasn't for you. And I feel like that's what we might have here with Bowie, where put her in a different setting, she may relish, she may do great, but or flourish, relish.
Yeah.
Flourish.
We knew what you meant. We knew what you meant. We're gonna let you keep going. We're gonna let you keep going.
But yeah, I just don't think this is her game,
Yeah.
and I don't think it's a strategy, because if it were, she would be telling us that in the DR.
Yeah, and I just to kind of add a little bit to what you're saying there, if you guys remember when we watched earlier in the season, you saw Bowie saying a lot of things that made you feel exactly that. She's not cut out for the game. It was like she couldn't wrap her head around, like, why are people lying? It feels so personal. It feels so rude. And really, like, that's the game. It's not personal and it's not rude. And so when you're going through that and that's how you're interpreting things, you can already tell that this game is probably a game that's really tough. It's weighing on her a lot. So, I mean, I'm really just surprised that she did something as big as put Cam on the block. I'm really, really surprised by that.
Yeah, I mean,
Cody,
it
from the
wasn't
West
really her.
Coast, I wish you two would describe more of what's going on play by play. Oh, I see what you mean. Like talking about what's on the show. Like right now, okay, so we're back from break. We have Julie Chen. She took off the glasses, Derek. You put the glasses on.
She did. Pause for 1 second. I just came back from break. Pause for like 2 seconds.
Okay. Tell me
Okay,
when it cuts
bring
to Blue in America in the bathroom.
Just now.
Boom. Okay, so we're locked in.
Now Matt just walked in.
So, yeah, so now
Yeah, we could
have-
do a little bit more play-by-play. We used to
Yeah.
do that. Conversation. It's you know why it's tough, because if we're giving play-by-play, we got to listen.
Yeah.
And if we're listening, we're not talking, so it's just
Right.
like dead air. So it's a balance. We gotta
Yeah.
figure that out.
Yeah.
Matt with the mustache.
Yeah.
Little trick here, you guys can see this too. See in the DR, he's got a mustache, but in the scene he doesn't. So it looks, they film it. They obviously filmed this afterwards, and it was probably about a week afterwards, because they're like, hey, remember that conversation you had like a week ago with Blue in America? Tell us what you were doing in that situation. So little insight. That's why they try to keep your facial hair consistent.
Yeah.
So you have continuity, which is a word I didn't know.
I'm blown away that they allowed this.
Yeah.
Because this is from...
Oh, see, he doesn't like because he can't hear because obviously his issues.
Yeah. So was he leaving the room frustrated at that?
Yeah, because he's like they're whispering and he's having trouble picking up on their faces while they're talking.
Yeah.
But that's a piece of irritability.
Man.
You're in the house for 40, 50, 60 days now. Little things start to piss you off.
Yeah, it's honestly, dude, this is about that point of the game where you've been in there for a while, you get a little stir crazy, you start maybe missing some of the outside, and it's like everybody you've been living with starts to just get on your nerves. And we're seeing that right now between this conversation with Matt and Jag. Matt's just kind of, you could tell he's like going through it right now.
Yep. Jag's such a good guy.
Dude, right?
Amazing guy.
He is awesome. I was thinking today. So let me ask you this. We're seeing a conversation. We're starting to see Jag a little bit, and we're starting to see Jag in the sense of kind of probably what you were seeing, which is why you picked him. We're starting to see that. We're starting to see his understanding of the game, how to manipulate, how to understand the situation, his awareness, and I really like that. So I want to ask you, who do you think would be a good representation of winning this season based off the players of this one, and who do you actually feel like could win it? And I'll just say, give me like two.
Sorry, I was listening to this conversation.
Are you listening to the convo?
It's really got me. It really got me. What was the question? I'm sorry. That was great.
So the question was just, who can you see being a good representation of like winning this season, and also like who do you actually see winning the game? Not, because like the best person in this game may not win it.
Who do I see win? Who do I think would be a good representation, and who do I think
winning this season? Yeah.
I mean, well, obviously right now it's like Captain Obvious. I would say Matt and Jag are in the best position. They're both good at competitions. They're they've got the game mapped out. They know the alliances. They kind of see how they're going to get to Final Three, who they're going to take with them, what their whole plan is to get one side out, then the other. It feels like they have a good beat on it. And I think, honestly, I'll go out and say right now, I think everybody left in the house with the exception of Bowie, which is such a weird question. Like, not that you meant to ask it this way, but like, the only one that I would think would not represent the season well as far as how much we had going on this year would be Bowie. That's left in the house. If Bowie wins, I'd be like, okay, that's kind of a, it's kind of a flop.
Yeah, I was the reason
and
why I asked
who else I'll put in that conversation too? Blue.
Really?
What has Blue really done?
Oh, you're saying like Blue
as far
and
as
Bowie.
like. Yeah, as far as like them winning, I mean, maybe I don't know, chat. What do you think? I think everyone else has done something. They've done something.
I think
not all the same.
There's been influence, right? So like Corey in America and Corey individually, America individually, they've had like influence in talking with people, swaying things certain ways. Matt and Jag, obviously. Suri, obviously. I would agree. Felicia, even. Got to give Felicia some credit.
She's won comps. She's done comps. She's in the DR. She's funny.
Yeah, so I would like it would be I would agree with you. I didn't even think of Blue because Blue's another one like almost like Mimi. It was like Mimi was there, but other than like Jared and Blue's showmans, I don't really know.
Who would you say is the top four that could potentially win this year? Matt, Jag, Suri, Corey.
Matt, Jag, Suri. I can't see Corey winning the game. I think too many people know he's playing well, and I think
I'm gonna go with America then.
After
Cam,
America, right? So after
we're
Cam, I think
poll.
Corey's gonna be next. Here we go, poll time. Everybody was calling for it. I love that.
Who's winning? Matt, Jag, Suri, or America? And if we have one that's like super crazy, oh my God, Matt's like blowing the doors off things.
Yeah. So right now we're seeing a conversation between Corey and Jag.
See right here, I love this.
Yeah.
Corey thinks he's a better player than he is.
I agree. Well, at this
point. Good. He's good, but not as good as he thinks he is.
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to pump them for information. Jag's like, bro, I'm on your level.
See, this is... Yeah.
What is going on with Corey? He's become a different person. He's got the mustache. He's got the long hair. He's aged like 30 years in the house.
Yeah. Yeah. Smart, man. He's smart. He's smart. So what we're seeing right now, guys, is Jag was just having a conversation with Corey. Corey was trying to make sure that Jag is relaying any information that Blue is saying. He understands that Blue is going to want to target him. And he's having this conversation with Jag, and Jag's not really giving him much. And so Corey must have been like, all right, that's not great. And he puts 2 and 2 together, which is great. It's that why would Jag and Matt do anything to protect him from Blue when that would benefit their game directly? They want Blue to target him because they're not going to target him themselves. It's just good awareness. There's some people in this house like Jag, Corey, I think is good. Like their game, Sari, I think is good. You know what? Sari said something in the episodes earlier in the week that made me think like, I feel like Sari almost is like she's got to get the fire back. She said something in the DR and it was along the lines of like she was just kind of like laying low, but like don't make her if she remains on the block, like she'll have to turn it on and start to show you guys how she can manipulate. And I was like, I didn't know how to take that. I almost took it in terms of like, I feel like she got very mentally exhausted from the length of this game, and then Izzy and Jared going home quickly, then Jared coming back and then going back out of the house, seeing him be emotional. It almost felt like Sari is like kind of half in, half out right now mentally.
Yeah,
you know?
I think
Did you pick on that,
she
or?
said it on the feeds. She said it on the feeds a few times, like Big Brother's way harder than Survivor. Like she'll take Survivor on an island over this anytime because she's realizing like all the downtime. She was saying with Survivor, there's something happening every day.
Yeah.
With this, it's like you have 4 or 5 days where you're doing nothing.
She's used to that.
Yeah, it's nothing. Melissa Lynch says, out of who is left in the house, America, she is the one that initiated breaking this game wide open a couple weeks back and gave everyone the chance to make it to the end, if we're being honest. I don't know.
So remember how involved she was in the Cam and Jared thing? A lot of people were kind of giving Corey a lot of the credit, but it was a lot her.
No, she was like, definitely involved with it. I agree with what Melissa said. I just don't know if that's enough.
And also, like, how will she articulate that?
Yeah, I don't know if that's enough. I feel like, I mean, Taylor Hale shows us that you really don't have to win a lot of competitions, but even Taylor Hale won a couple competitions, including the last one. She won the final HOH, didn't she? Yeah. She took Monty. So she won some things.
No, Monty took her.
Yeah?
Yeah, Monty took her.
Damn, he got smoked.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right. Remember we were saying? Remember, I feel like
but Taylor won an HOH at some point.
No, she did. No, she definitely did. Remember, the only HOH I remember with Taylor, she was like all over the place, and we were like, "Yo, this was." I mean, I wanted to see her win it because she was kind of like there was like a lot going on. It was when Daniel, I think his name was, like went through that stuff, and then she won the HOH like the following week. So it was like really exciting, but I just don't remember her HOH being like anything really. And then I do know Monty did win it at the end.
Cody, Tasha wants to know, do you like Corey and Matt's mustaches?
I hate it.
I mean, I can't hate because I don't have the best mustache either, but I love a good mustache. You know what I mean? You just gotta,
I hate it
gotta
because
roll with it sometimes.
For the same reason, like you were like, Corey thinks his game is better than it is. It's like Corey probably thinks his mustache looks cooler than what it actually does.
I think America's like, I like it. You look hot, and he's like, dope, keeping it.
He's
never
like,
getting
cool,
rid of it.
Fine, definitely.
Joe the show. Go ahead, hit it.
If Cameron had gone through backdoor and Corey, would it have extended his game? And at this point in the game, is aligning with people you can beat or trust more important with few people left? Definitely.
Great questions, by the way.
Oh, phenomenal. Hold on. What was the first part?
The first part's easy. No, because even though he would have got rid of Corey, the reality is he's won too many competitions.
Jag would have done this.
To everyone.
Yeah, Jag
everyone was
getting
rid
anyway.
Of him.
Yeah,
everyone's getting rid of him because a lot of people quantify performance of the game while you're in there to competition wins, and he just won too many. For the second part, for me,
great question.
At this point, I think it's right on the cusp where it's about time you got to start getting rid of people that you don't think you can beat. This was at the point where we started talking about Frankie, I think, maybe a week or two later, where it's like, okay, he was basically Cameron. Yeah. Where like he's got to go. Yeah. Can't let him get too close to the end because that final 4, final 5, they get to play in every competition.
Well, and also I remember this vividly. It was like the point that we had to get rid of Nicole. It was like Nicole had won a bunch of HOHs. It was like, dude, we can't afford, because she can beat us in an HOH, so we can't afford her getting to compete in another HOH and possibly beating one of us. So that was the reason. You start going through it in maybe that sense. And then as it gets a little bit smaller, that's when I think it turns on to be like, who can I beat sitting in the final two? I don't know that you're playing it for that. I think it's more so right now you're playing to who do I trust that I know if they win won't target me. But also like, okay, if I don't trust them, who can't I beat? Who can I see beating me in a competition? And that's who you want to go with.
Mm-hmm. Suri picks up on Matt and Jaggy. They're not under the radar anymore. A lot of people are. By the way, Taylor won 2 HOHs. So yeah, you gotta win. You gotta win a couple. I don't know if Taylor wins. If she, maybe she does. I don't know. I don't know what the jury. But if she didn't win a single competition, you think she was winning no matter what? Okay. So my point being with America, I don't know. I don't know if she gets to the end without winning a single competition. Does she get the W? I don't know. I don't know if she's sitting next to a Jag or Suri. Probably not.
The thing about it is, and I was saying this when I was talking to Sharon as well.
Although Suri hasn't won anything either.
Yeah, but there's influence that people know Suri had. That's huge. Like people have to feel like even if you didn't win competitions, you had influence, and everybody already has vocalized that about Suri. So voting for her to be the winner is going to be something easy for somebody to do. Now, if you have to convince people of what influence you had and nobody's going to really see that or understand it, or nobody's going to talk about it in the jury house while you're still in the house, then it doesn't really matter.
This is a great conversation, by the way, right now. I'm trying to give it play-by-play. Right now, Cameron has been going around. He's been talking to Blue. Now he's talking to Suri. He's basically explaining the game plan for Matt and Jag to get to the end. He's really, really hurting their game this week. I think it's mainly two things. He's bitter because he knows they're the one that got him in this position. He knows they're behind it, but also he's trying to convince them, who's in the house left. Hey, listen, I know I'm on the block next to Suri, but if you keep me, I can go after them for you.
Yeah,
I can protect you. That's the pitch, anyways. And
kudos
to Cameron to at least trying.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna work,
right?
But A for effort.
Yeah, I mean Cam got put in a very difficult situation where he had to win, and then he started winning too much, and then it was like, it was too early. It was literally Michael from last season. He was winning too much too early. Too much was going his way, where he was out back in the house, where it was just like, you can't let this guy get to the end of the game. So, but now what Cam's doing, I don't really know how much like value it holds in this game, because I'm blown away. And I have no idea. Like, I know Blue would go after Corey. Jag and Matt, do you think that they're going to throw the HOH?
Tonight?
Yeah, like...
I don't know. But are you hearing what Jag's saying right now? This is his game plan. He's just laid it right out. His game plan is to go to the end with him, Matt, Suri, and Bowie.
Mm-hmm.
He sees those two as easy, and Felicia even, if possible.
Mm-hmm.
He sees them as the easy beats in the competitions at the end.
Yep.
He knows the game. He knows how it is at the end of Big Brother.
Yep.
He wants Corey. He wants America. He wants Blue out.
Yeah.
Because they're the only ones that can really compete with him in the comps.
Right.
And they think mentally, physically, if they can get Suri, Bowie, and Felicia to the end with them as a final five, they're winning final two. See, Suri's onto it. They're playing with fire with her. You can't be going. You can't mess with that. She will smoke you, Jag. Jag, I love you, bro. Well, you may win this game.
Yeah.
But don't play it with fire, and that fire is Suri.
You have to go up. If you want to play this game with Suri, you have to go up to Suri and talk to Suri personally, making her feel comfortable. If you start to talk game and she starts to pick up, which she will immediately, like, she is going to then be like, okay, how can I start to... This is great. They're giving me information. They're talking to me. Now where can I go on a different side to gain some information that can harm them? And then me, I'll be right at the end of the game. Her awareness is just, she doesn't miss.
Love
she doesn't
you.
miss a
Jag's
beat.
brother, if you're watching this, producers, tell Jag, stop with the fake time that he keeps pointing to his wrist every time. He's like, it's almost time. He doesn't have a watch on. Jag, you're not Damian Lillard. Chill. Chill out.
They don't want to throw the next HOH because they are too scared to take a shot and show their cards. Somebody has to take a shot to build their resume in order to win, right? Yes, Maggie. The problem with that is when you have a bunch of people that are scared to show their cards, they feel like if they win the HOH, they'll blow up their game and then probably follow and walk right out of the house after their HOH, which is what we've seen a lot this season because of how everybody's playing it. Everybody is playing with they're good with everybody in the entire house. And usually when somebody wins, they show their hand, they show their cards, they bother somebody. It becomes a house target because the house doesn't want to target each other. They just want to keep riding through the game. So it's like, that's what we've been dealing with this entire game. It's like the people that are winning are Cam because he's not afraid to go after somebody. Jared was doing it. Jared went home. Cam was doing it. He went home. Heiston did it. He went home. Like Riley won the HOH. She went home. It's like whoever wins HOH, the house uses that as like oh, look, they targeted this person. We're all supposed to be on the same time. Let's just go after that HOH now. So everybody's probably terrified to win because like they notice, wow, these HOHs have been going home very shortly after. I mean,
You hear what Cerise
Cam was
saying right
literally
now?
the HOH last week.
You hear what Cerise saying right now?
So what's Cerise saying to
So
Corey right now?
Cerise putting in a basic tactic, which she has to at this point, where she's influencing Jag and Matt by letting them know that Corey and America are their biggest targets, which they already know.
Yeah.
Now she's sitting on the hammock with Corey, letting him know indirectly, Matt and Jag are their biggest targets. So she just was in the diary room and she said, listen, basically what I'm trying to do here is have Corey and America go after Matt and Jag. Matt and Jag go after Corey and America.
Yep.
So Cerise, she says this, so Cerise can go all the way to the final two. Now, or go all the way to the end like she always does.
Yeah.
I got to stay true to who I am regardless. I can see how it looks. I can see what you're going to say because, oh, he's hating. I don't think if Cerise goes to the end like this and gets there without winning a single comp and they all just didn't see her as a threat the entire time, that they're going to vote for her in the end unless they're a bitter jury. Like, let me just play this out real quick for you. Let's say that Corey and America win the war and they get Jag and Matt out. And if Jag and Matt are in jury and Corey and America and Cerise are at the end and they wanted to take Cerise to the end as well because they thought she was basically a layup, I don't know if Jag or Matt being a competitor, Jag being a super fan, vote for Cerise over Corey or America. Although I would make a stronger argument against America because stat for stat, actually I would give the win to Cerise over America personally. She's done more strategically,
absolutely,
in my opinion, and socially as well. So I would give the win to Cerise over America. But any of those other players, I just don't know if in Big Brother you can get to the end without winning a single thing and not even being close to winning a single thing.
Yeah.
I just don't know if these people that are left are going to give Cerise the win because she was someone who played before and should have been a big target and wasn't. I don't think they view her as a manipulator anymore. I think they just view her as like their mom, that she's in the house walking around with the robe.
She makes me feel comfortable.
She makes me feel comfortable. She's a sounding board.
Yeah.
Chat, honestly, while Cody's responding to that, because I want your opinion on this, so you're going down with the ship if I'm wrong or if I'm right. Disagree, feel free. But does any... chat, am I wrong? Please correct me. I'm all for it. I've been wrong many times before. Am I not seeing something? Because as we've said before, I'm not watching the feeds. But from what I see, I don't think Jag, Matt, Corey, America, Blue, anybody in that house looks at Cerise or Felicia and says, you know what? If they get to the end, they're going to beat us. And I don't think that's a strategy necessarily by Felicia or Cerise. And if you're going to say it's a strategy by Cerise, well, then you got to say the same thing about Felicia.
Yeah.
Because they're playing a similar game. They're both walking around in robes. They're both easy to talk to.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a poll real quick for this one because I feel like
I like that.
I feel like this gets clipped and it's like, oh, Derek's hating on Cerise because she's a legend. It's like, no, it's just that's how I feel.
No,
I honestly
I mean, people are going to do whatever they want to do, but we're just reacting to the episodes like we see them every season, like we do every year. But I don't know. I don't know whether I agree. I think that if Cerise is in the final two, she will get the votes because I think
you do.
So
I'm wrong.
Well, no, I don't think you're right or wrong. I don't think it's right or wrong. I just think that Cerise will get to the final two and probably verbalize it in a way, and people are already talking about it. So ready? So this is what I could see happening. Jag and Matt, Corey and America start going after each other. One gets picked off, goes to the jury. Then maybe one random person goes to the jury. Then one on the other side gets picked off, goes to the jury. Cerise still in the house. People are still going. They start talking in the jury. what were like? Why we were going after each other? Oh my goodness, who's left in the house? I can't believe. Like, wait, well, who said something to you? Well, Sari told me that you guys were coming after us, and then they'll be like, wait, Sari told me that you guys were coming after us, so we felt like we had to target each other. Boom, there goes that conversation. That's influence that Sari has without having to be in the HOH position to do it. So I could see those kind of conversations happening in the jury because I think people will give Sari credit just because of her past on Survivor.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? Like they'll give her that credit. Now, if Corey goes there, Sari keeps going, Corey's going to be an advocate for Sari. That's where I see her getting more votes.
Yeah,
so it's
listen, it's torn too. The chat's torn 50-50 basically. It's 54. 54% of the people saying that Sari wins against anyone. And, you know, I saw something. I didn't see your name, and I'm not taking it as shade, but I'll respond to it because we're here. We don't run from it. Someone's like, oh, we didn't see an apology from you about Sari's game last week. I will not apologize for anything because, one, we don't watch the feeds, but more importantly, I know the show. I've been in the house, and I can tell you that if she's playing a good game, it's not like the stellar performance that I'm just completely missing. She's playing a subtle game. I think some of it is intentional, but I think a lot of it is just out of her control. She's just going with the water right now. She's going with the flow. So I apologize for nothing. I don't think she's playing the best game in there.
And I don't understand I don't even know what you would have to apologize for, but we don't even have to get into it. But what also you need to understand is like Sari doesn't want to be in this position where her closest allies went home. Now she's on the block. Like this isn't how she wants to play this game because she's understanding how to adjust in this. It shows how good of a player is. Nobody has said she's not a good player. She's a great player.
Sari's looking fire tonight, though. I got to say that pink dress is fire.
Yeah, and the kicks with it too. But it's like that's what we're saying. It's like she doesn't want to be sitting here talking.
Listen, I will go have a drink with Sari tomorrow, and I think Sari would sit here right now because you know her. I don't. Yeah. I feel like she'd be like, yeah, my game wasn't that great in this one. I've done better. She said on the feeds multiple times that she doesn't mind even going home.
It's a lot, man. This has been a lot for her.
Yeah, I don't think what I'm saying is like disrespectful. I think as a gamer, Sari would say, yeah, this isn't my best performance.
Well, it's like a lot because she understands she was all over the place. Like she lost her son in the game. I'll tell you right now, she wanted, as much as Sari wanted to win, she wanted her son to win, but she wanted to do it with him. Like she wanted to get to the end and do that. And him getting clipped probably made her be like, feel some type of way. And if they let her stay in this game and let a fire get underneath her butt, she's already starting. She's ready. Don't let her cook, man. Don't let Sari cook. She will cook
and let me just put a pin on this for me. If Sari wins one or two comps, even one near the end, she gets to the end, she probably wins. What I'm saying is in the world where she gets to the end the way she is right now without winning a single thing, I don't think she gets it.
Yeah. So I mean, I completely agree with you that.
What is Corey doing? Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's like trying to sabotage. Melissa Lynn, she may not win comps. Okay, here we go. She may not win comps, but the women can persuade you. That's facts. Felicia is not as good. She is harsh in her delivery. Sari is a pro at it. Reason it's not what you say, but how you say it. And Sari is masterful at it. Yeah, well, I completely agree. I'm going to read that one again.
I still think you need. I agree with everything you said. I think you still need a couple comp wins.
Yeah. She may not win comps, but the woman can persuade you. That's facts. Felicia is not as good as she is harsh in her delivery. Sari is a pro at it. Reason it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. And Sari is masterful at it. I agree, but in the same breath, Felicia may be harsher in her delivery, but Felicia has gotten her way about what she's wanted in the same sense that Sari has, and they've done it similarly. Like they've played a very similar game. Yeah. Only thing is that Felicia has won an HOH and literally had targeted Heisem, which was a huge move in the game. So
everyone
Felicia
wants to. Onyx Blue says everyone wants to bring Sari or Felicia to the end. Q will win if she goes.
I think that's a typo. I think that meant to be Sari.
Sari will win if she goes unless it's with Matt or Blue. Stop.
Yeah. She does too much for me.
If I had to pick anybody who went there for followers, my vote is going to Blue.
Hello. And you know what's so funny is that like I feel like the Big Brother following has like I all I want to do after this season is hang out with Felicia.
Chris Catalotto says Vegas odds and the observation are two different things, Derek. Keep up the observations. We will worry about the odds.
Wait.
It sounded good. I don't know what that meant, though.
Wait,
Chris Catalotto?
Yeah.
It's not Chris Catalotto.
Oh.
Chris Catalotto.
Oh, Catalotto. Oh. Dude, I got to tell you, I just want to have a drink with Felicia. Like, I just feel like it would
I love
be
Felicia.
hilarious.
Honestly, everyone in the house, I mean, there's always someone, or there's usually someone I'm like, I just don't like that person. Honestly, there's nobody this year where I'm like, ugh, get them out of here. There's things that they do. Listen, we could sit here and be politically correct and not criticize everyone and just be like, oh, everything's so great.
We will not do that.
We just don't care. We're going to be honest.
We're going to be honest.
We're gonna be honest.
And none of it's
You don't
personal.
come here for us to do that.
Yeah.
America's looking fire tonight. Looking good, America.
Wait, what did Julie just say to her? Why do they keep calling her exquisite?
I don't know.
Nobody's said that to me when I'm wearing my glasses. Cody, you look exquisite. All right. How far are we into this episode?
No HOH tonight.
No?
Nah, it's still going to be a break tonight. What is Corey doing with the outfit?
He just...
He looks like a 70s porn star.
Yeah. Oh my God. How do you look? Good. Yo, thank you.
Yeah,
guys.
everyone's saying you
in the
look
shot,
exquisite.
everybody saying, Cody, you look exquisite. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. That my
1,200 people in the chat, 600 likes. Let's get to 750 likes. We haven't been pushing the likes tonight.
Oh, we haven't been pushing the likes. We have almost 1,200 people in here. We should be getting we should be over 1,000 likes already.
All right, Cameron's going home. Hey, you know what? No, they're going to do an interview with Cameron,
Yep.
commercial,
Mhm.
no HOH.
And the questions for tomorrow, the just want to give you guys an update. We're going to have to see how tomorrow goes. I'm not really sure how these interviews are going to be. We're not really sure of the structure. It's definitely different than what it was in the past. So just be on standby. It may be something different. We're going to be figuring it out tomorrow.
All right, Cameron,
is
I always love
evicted.
these. Cameron hugs Sari, hugs Jag. I hope he hugs everybody.
He will. Oh, not a chance.
Not better?
Not a chance. He's better. Not a chance.
Let's see. There you go. Hugs Corey. Good boy. Hey, hug everyone. Fair play.
Yeah, no,
You
Cam is
got
not
beat.
that guy. Cam is.
You got beat.
He knows.
This
He
is
got
how it
beat,
should
and
be,
is
guys.
what
This is
it
how it
is.
should be. Not the most entertaining thing, but this is how it should be.
Well, this is just downright boring. Do we need to see every single hug? All right, Cam, get out there, Cam. This time, it's for good, bud. This time, it's for good, Cam. You're
We're
out.
thinking Jag's a goner next week. It all depends on who wins HOH. If Jag or Matt win HOH, I could see Corey or America going. Conversely, if America or Corey win, I could see Matt or Jag going.
I don't know. So fill us in, guys. Pitstar, are we missing that maybe on the feeds? Are they mentioning going after Jag? Who would go after Jag? Corey in America? Obviously. But we've seen them. He just lied. You just hear Corey just lie?
Yeah, what was the point to that?
What's the purpose? Wait, I'm so confused.
He tells the house that he said the exquisite when he did.
He said he looked like subtly exquisite or something exquisite. It's like another word, and exquisite. And it's like, that's not what you said. It's like,
Oscar, happy birthday. I appreciate your birthday. You've asked us like 30 times. Happy
Oscar?
birthday. Appreciate you.
where you at, Oscar? I didn't even see it.
He said it like 30 times. It's
My
his
bad.
birthday.
Oscar!
Happy birthday, bud.
Happy birthday, Oscar. We appreciate you being here. I've tried to send another kitty sticker, another black kitty sticker with a note and can't figure it out, LOL. I'm just grateful y'all do these to not be watching alone tonight after putting my little one down. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. That is never easy and it's never fun and it's brutal and I'm sorry to hear that. Melissa Lynch.
Yeah.
Just want to say you guys are fantastic. Best podcast live YouTube to ever come out of BB. Cody, you look exquisite. Having the lives alongside Thursday show is such a great evening had by all of us in the chat. Melissa Lynch, we really do appreciate you, Melissa. Really, you don't have to do all that you do for us, and just being in here, you're amazing. We really, really appreciate you, Melissa.
Agreed. Melissa, shout out. You're the best. trying to think of what we can go
Yeah,
with
like
this.
why
I mean,
lie? Like wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know what
It's
he was
like,
thinking.
Is he just want to be cooler, or does he think he's trying to be funnier, or is it like I don't understand the purpose. Like I mean, here's the thing. I think I'm just ragging on him a little bit. I feel like we've all done that. We've all done that. We all try to go for the laugh. He's going for the laugh. I'm gonna pull back on that. I take that back.
Is he going for fan favorite? Maybe.
Is he going for laughs amongst the group? Is he aware that a lot of heat's kind of coming his way? Maybe make people laugh. I've done it before, so I'm not gonna say.
Thanks,
anything
Carolina.
about it.
Appreciate you. Happy birthday,
Carolina
everyone saying happy birthday,
Fernandez.
Oscar.
Right, though.
Come on, hey, 750 likes right now. Let's go. Everyone spam it. Hit that. I'm gonna hit that like button again and hit it and hit it again.
Corey just wants to get to the jury house with his girlfriend so the cameras aren't around. I promise you, Corey cares more about the game. I understand. He is getting blinded by her, and I don't think it's good for his game. But then again, he's still in it, so who am I to really comment on it? But I definitely don't think he's just looking to get to the jury house to be with no cameras around at all. I don't think that's him at all.
Cody, now that Cameron's gone, we had said
Yep.
Cameron was a great player.
Yep.
I still stand by that. I think he was a
Yeah.
great player. Good for the DR, entertaining, controversial, won competitions, was playing the game hard.
Yeah.
Right? All of it. Right now with who we have, who are we seeing as our based on what we know and based on the alliances being split, who do you think's just one person, who do you think's in the best position to win right now that Cameron's gone? Which I don't think he had a chance at winning anyways.
Position to win. Do you know who I'm going to say is in the best position to win right now? Suri.
You think so, huh?
Absolutely.
Suri.
I think Suri is sitting right in the middle. You have Blue is going to target, not Suri. Matt Jag going to target, not Suri.
Nobody's
Corey
targeting
America, not going to target Suri. So on that basis alone, Bowie had Suri on the block, knew she wanted to go after Suri. And what did we hear multiple times this week from Bowie? I really want to target Suri. I think she's a dangerous player, but I have to be careful who I say it to because Suri is in everybody's ear. That, being aware of that and not targeting that person and nobody talking about targeting that person shows me she's in the best position to win. And I can't say Matt. I would have said Matt, but Matt is being vocalized as a duo with Jag and a strong player and somebody that's well-liked. I feel him getting targeted, so that's why I went with Suri. D, what do you think?
So I'm going with Matt, and the reason I'm going with Matt is because I think that they're looking at Jag as the brains of the operation.
Okay.
I feel like they're going to go after Jag at some point. They might be able to clip him. If they can't clip Jag because he wins a veto or something, then they would take out Matt.
Right.
But to weaken
collateral
him. But
damage.
They're going to go after Jag. They'll get Jag out. Matt will end up winning another comp very soon.
Okay.
And he's going to go after Corey in America. I do see a final two with like a Suri versus Matt. And so that's going to be a really interesting.
Kay just said that. She could see Matt and Suri in the final two. If Matt and Suri are in the final two,
God.
who wins that?
I'm putting it up as a poll. It's got to be a poll.
It's got to be a poll.
It's got to be a poll. If I haven't heard a poll question before, that's it right there. So who wins right now?
We could definitely get up to 800. Y'all little. What? We definitely could get up dudes to 800. Y'all little clacking never hurt nobody. I don't know what that means, Rosalia. All right, so now we have Julie talking to Cam.
You love Crime Feed. Thank you. Thanks for watching Crime Feed. Everyone go watch Crime Feed. Discovery ID. Love that. It's so weird. I'm on Crime Feed Wednesday night with Nancy Grace, and the next night I'm doing Big Brother.
You're just chilling on here.
What the hell?
What a life, dude. You're like you're killing it, dude.
But honestly. I'm at that. What a two different worlds right there, bro.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, man. You need at this point, you need a break, bro.
For real. I need the season, the Big Brother to end.
You need a break and then a vacation.
Mm-hmm. I'm really interested to hear what he says.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't seem bitter because this is a jury vote, guys.
Yeah. Cam just mentioned to Julie that he felt like this week him going home was all on him. Okay. Wow.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. It's like, so him and Bowie did have the conversation. I wish they would have had that conversation first. But that's probably why he was going so heavy into Matt and Jag, because Bowie told him that they shared this information with him. He was going after them, trying to kind of slander their game any way that he could. And so he's probably pissed at himself that he opened his mouth. Would Corey in America be bitter? So what do we got on this poll?
Dude, 70% says Matt. 67 to be exact.
What? Really?
Yeah, I think Matt has the underdog story. He's coming in there with a disadvantage. He's likable. He's someone you want to see succeed. He's good at competitions. He's played a good social game. Everyone likes him.
Yeah.
He's caused no drama.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like Matt's in the final two. He wins.
Yeah. Just super likable.
Mm-hmm. Well, you think about it. If he doesn't burn anybody, you'll have like a Jag there. Jag's voting for him.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think Cam is going to value competitions. He's going to go for him.
Mm-hmm. He's got to win competition. Matt hasn't won. He only won one, right? The power.
I think
He won the
he's
power,
only
the
won
veto. He won the veto. He's won a couple. Okay, he's won a couple. Those are good words in life. Talk about Big Brother. Those are good words in life.
He's great, man.
He is, man. He's good. He's like, I know, like, people were saying he was creepy and stuff. I don't watch the feeds.
Listen,
I don't really see that stuff.
I have seen clips that I didn't like. With the America thing was weird. He definitely had a little thing for. I don't know if it was because it was one of those things where you want what you can't have type deal.
Feel that.
He was definitely a little jealous of the Corey America combination.
Okay.
And he made some comments that probably weren't needed.
Okay.
I'm not going to label him a predator at this point like you would see if you go on Twitter. But it's one of those things where we all do things that when you're being recorded 24/7 that you probably wish you didn't say. Doesn't make it okay. It just says that maybe you would do that if there weren't cameras around in your own life. So I'm sitting here judging him off the game. Again, DR, social game, competition wins. That's what I care about, Cameron.
Yeah.
The other stuff, I'm not lining myself up to date the guy. I'm just saying, hey, from a game perspective, this is what my view is on him. And I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him being in there because I thought he brought a lot to the show. I feel confident saying producers are bummed to see him go because he was kind of a, he was a rule breaker in there. He was doing a lot of things that you wouldn't necessarily do to further your game in Big Brother. And
he made the game entertaining. And I saw somebody in the chat say, there goes the entertainment.
That's true.
Hilarious.
No
right,
good
so
vibe messages.
What's the result of the poll?
66% say Matt, 33% say Sari.
That blows my mind.
I'll tell you what, though, if Sari had one comp under her belt, one competition winner under her belt, I think those numbers flip.
You think so?
I think it goes 66% to Sari. She doesn't have anything substantial. I don't know how she articulates this like very under the radar game she's done this entire time.
Well, I think she probably starts it off with the influence that she had early on, all the decisions that got made. Then I think it changes to, well, when my closest allies got eliminated from the game, I was on an island, I was by myself, so I had to learn how to navigate. And with that, I was starting to see other power couples forming. If she can articulate that, I know that they're all seeing that and they would all see that and vote for her.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't wait. I'd like to see her in the end just for that reason, just to see what's the way this game is going. Because again, I'm basing it off her current resume. It could change completely. Like I said, she wins a veto, an HOH, wins a final HOH, something like that, where she gets there. I could see her winning unanimously. But I just like if the game ended tomorrow, and it was her and Matt in the final two, I don't think she wins.
Okay, and even like her and Jag.
Jag's got 3 veto wins. He's considered a strategic player in the house.
No, I mean strategic. Jag is strategic and has competition wins. So, Corey has one competition win? Does America have any? Does Blue have any?
I'd say Jag has the best resume in the house right now.
Yeah, Jag definitely does.
I mean, everyone views him as a strategist, and he's winning comps.
Yeah, I think Corey and Jag are kind of up there. Sari is that just, I mean, strategically and awareness wise, like the influence that Sari's had, it's so hard to just counter out. I just don't know what's going on right now with her. Like, she understands that she needs to take a back seat. She understands that, which is great understanding, great social awareness, great awareness in the game. So to her credit, it's awesome. Now what is going to be the adjustment to, like,
Rosella Gray says if Sari makes it to the finale and doesn't win, she's still GOAT. I don't think she, GOAT, obviously, I don't think she's the greatest of all time at Survivor already. So, yeah, no, I don't think she'd be no. I mean, you gotta
superpowers going into the game all week long. Sunday, 10 o'clock at night, the episode's on.
No goodbye messages. Well, they wouldn't reveal the Sari Jared thing because he's a jury member and Sari's still in there. So they wouldn't give him anything game related.
Yeah, so, but goodbye messages go. You say goodbye messages to the jury members, and they all watch them. They watch them, so it's...
No, they're going to
see
They
may just not have shown them.
Yeah, they're saying no Jared Sari reveal. You wouldn't do that with it now.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that now.
Invisible HOH.
Oh, here we go. Oh, so she's going to go back and talk with them. Okay, I actually finally have an understanding how many people are left. 8. Wow. Here we go. What? What is going on?
Are we going to get to see? Are we going to get to see?
8 other house guests. Could you imagine? You get to 8 and 8 more people come in. I'd be like, I'm leaving.
Yep. Are we going to see? Yeah, we're going to see. We're going to see what happens here. Open the door, Sari.
What? What is this?
Matt looked up. He's like, "It really come through the ceiling?"
What?
All right.
The BB comic is back.
Comet.
I thought it was BB comic.
Oh, well, it's a comet coming through the ceiling. It's not a comic, right?
No, it's comic and superheroes.
Oh, so why the comet then?
Who said comet?
It's a comet that crashed through the ceiling.
No, she said something crashed in the HOH room. She didn't say it was a comet.
I'm calling it a fucking comet, okay? It's a comet.
Okay.
Comet verse week.
Hey, everybody, be ready for the comic. Speaking of comet, it just made me see something crashing. I don't know if we ever talked about this. When I was in the Big
All right,
Brother,
I get it, chat. It's comic. I got it.
When I was in there on All Stars, we got hit with 2 earthquakes.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
It was wild. One was just in the middle, we were out and about. I was like, what? Anyway, so BB Comic Week. So we're going to have the comic veto, Beast of a Veto. That one's an awesome veto competition. I wonder what this HOH is going to be. I'm eager to find out who wins the HOH. I don't know. So we have Blue would go after Corey in America. Maybe Jag was talking about maybe they're throwing the competition because they feel comfortable. Blue can win the HOH, target them. Maybe Felicia wins the HOH, does God knows what. I don't know. Sari, I can't imagine Sari winning the HOH. I don't think she would. I think she's aware right now that it'd be pointless for her, right?
Why would she want to win it?
Yeah, so I think she's fully aware of that.
She's safe from everyone.
Yeah.
Blue's confiding in her. Felicia's not going to come after her. Corey in America, I mean, she she's too good of a player to win this week.
Yeah.
Unless it's by accident, she ain't winning.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, I would love to see someone like Felicia win this HOH, if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, I would love to see Felicia. I have no idea what she would do. I haven't been keeping up on the feeds. I don't know who she would target, but I think it would be pretty interesting.
Well, Corey, America, Jag, and Matt are gunning for it. Because they have to know that
Felicia would go after Corey. It's not that
she would go after Corey, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not like...
Everyone keeps saying invisible HOH, so that's what this is this week?
I don't get what
invisible
that means.
HOH?
What does
they
that
know
mean?
something we don't know.
Elaborate, please.
If it's
Elaborate
invisible,
for us, please.
Sari could. Well, viewers know. Power of invincibility. Invisible HOH. It's an invisible week, so she could win. Okay, so I guess whoever wins HOH, you're not going to know. It's going to be like a secret HOH. So you're gonna have a secret HOH all week. You won't know who wins HOH, so therefore you can nominate whoever you want without any backlash.
Yeah, now we'll see if Corey actually will gun for it and do something. Because I feel like Corey is in that situation as well, where like he kind of wants to win HOHs, but also doesn't want to show his hand, and I don't know. But now I would like to see everybody start gunning for this stuff. It's like 8 people are left. I want to start seeing some bloodshed. I want to see it getting shaken up again. Honestly, it's gotten a little stale for me, and I'll let you weigh in after this, but I just want to see a shake up. And that's what part of the reason why Cam going home kind of stinks, is because I feel like Cam could have done a shake up. So now I'm just like, I don't know. I want to see a shake up again because it's kind of getting stale for me. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a little predictable. I'm with you. I'd like to probably see Sari win this week. For me, see what she does strategically. How does she set herself up for the weeks to come? Who does she go after here? I don't know if I were her who I would go after. I'd probably go after Matt and Jag because I feel like Sari has a better chance of beating America and Corey in a competition than she does Matt and Jag, especially if it's a physical comp.
Yeah.
So I would probably take out Jag if I had the chance because I feel like he's in the best position. And you could do it secretly where if you get Jag out, Matt's going to come back to her. So it's a win-win.
That's a good point. But I don't know that she fully trusts Matt anymore after the stuff about Jared. He told her, which I don't know why he told her. Yeah, I that could be her line of thinking. I don't even know at this point. Like I don't have like a great like I'm just gonna like wait and see what happens. It's just like that's kind of how I'm at with
Melissa
this
just
season,
confirmed
man.
it too. It's an invisible HOH. So you nominate who you want. Nobody knows it was you. And there you go.
Yeah,
that's
one for
basically
Sari
it.
to win. But to be 100% honest, like, and this is no knock, like Sari hasn't even been close in a competition. Like the most recent veto we just watched, she got up there and had the wrong answer. She went up there first, and it's like so. It's like I don't know. I just haven't seen her really be close to winning competition. So
no, I mean it's
easy to say. Yeah, this is the one for her to win, but it's another thing to like deliver on that. I know. So I don't know.
We'll have to see what happens. We will be back with this one. I mean, it's going to be an interesting week because if it's an invisible HOH, we'll probably have the HOH tonight. A lot of people are asking in the chat why no goodbye messages tonight. I think we got our answer, right? Everything's structured, and if something goes even a little bit over, they have to take things out. So they're sitting up there with Julie, producers whisper in her ear, no time for goodbye messages, get them off the stage. You need to inform the house to go upstairs and look in the HOH room before the show ends. So they cut out goodbye messages to let her get that into the house, and they'll give Cameron his goodbye messages as you said, but they'll give them to him in the jury house probably, or even in the after show when they do the interview, the longer interview or whatever. That's when they'll do it.
Tyler Green says Julie said the veto winner will be seeing double, so maybe they can take 2 people down. That's good speculation. That would be wild.
Yeah, imagine
that would be wild. We would have never seen something like that's never happened before, right?
To take both people down,
right? Like that's just. Is it just me, or is it the worst season of competitors? So I think, Melissa, we touched on this a little bit earlier, and it might have been you that sparked the conversation or somebody else about everybody's almost like throwing the competitions because they're scared to get their hands dirty because they don't want to show their cards. Like Corey has not wanted to win HOH all season because he doesn't want to show who he's actually lying to, which is a good gameplay, but it's like you can't make people aware of it. And now I think people were starting to catch on to that. And a lot of people, I think, were doing that this season where, like, they just didn't want to show their hand. They didn't want to, like, show the cards, or they just couldn't win the competitions if they were going to. Like, America was one that I think would definitely have, made it pretty crazy early on. She couldn't win a competition, and then when she was in a situation and when she threw it to Cam. So it's like, yeah, maybe it's just competitors, and it's just a little passive at this point. And I just want to see people start winning and being like, hey, we're at the point where if you don't win, there's a good chance that you can go home, so I need to win whether I show my cards or not. Like, it is what it is. It's late in the game. You got to roll the dice. And that's what I want to start seeing. And I hope that it happens soon. Because I'm kind of
Saree and Felicia are the only ones who want to win and take a shot. Yeah, they need to. They need to start chipping away at these duos that are actually winning stuff. So
yeah,
I think it's a good move by them if they do that. And I think overall, I know a lot of people disagree with me. I think if Saree really wants a shot at this, she's got to start breaking these duos up, because the duos ideally would like to take each other to the final two. So in order to get into that final two with one of them, you got to take out their partner. You got to give them no other option, and you have to do it in a way where they don't feel like you're the one responsible for their partner going home. So that's kind of the tricky task right now, and unfortunately for Saree, it's going to come down to winning a competition, or like she's trying to do now, get them to take out each other. But
and
let's say she's even
all over.
Yeah, let's say she even does that. Let's say she convinces Corey and America to take out Matt and Jag, and they chip away one of them. Well, now someone has to take out Corey and America, where they're going to run. So it's going to be it's good. I still believe, I know I'm a broken record tonight, I still believe it's going to come down to Saree winning one or two comps to kind of steer the boat in the right direction to get her where she wants to get to. But if she can do that, I agree with all of you. She absolutely could win at the end.
Yeah. But
I
you're
think
saying she's got to show, because you don't feel that she's done enough to convince people in the jury to be like, if she's sitting there and she never won anything, I'm going to vote for her. Because you don't think that they'll view that as a strong enough person to win.
I don't, but I've been wrong before. I guess I don't know. For me,
it's a good take. I think
I'm looking for a well-rounded game with it. I think it's very difficult to explain the type of game that Saree is playing in a matter of minutes. But I will say, in her defense, a lot of people said that about me too, because my game was a little under the radar and what I was doing was subtle. I didn't really have to explain it too deep. They kind of knew.
But a lot of people were talking about it also.
Yes, it's like in the jury house.
In the jury house.
So they might get to the jury house and be like, Saree did exactly what she needed to do. She just sat low and let us all go after each other. And we had a person who was a great Survivor player who just sat there and watched us eat each other alive.
Yeah. Did you miss anything about a double next week? A triple still on my mind, but they got people out now. Yeah, I don't know if so. How many weeks are left? Let's try to do this math here. If we have, if November 9th, which is actually a Thursday, I lied, is the finale, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks left from today, and there's 8 people left. So that means we have one more double eviction. And then we'll be on finale night, which 3 people left. So that means 8, 5. We need 5 to go home. 4 weeks. There's going to be a double. So there's probably going to be one more double at some point. There's going to be one more double at some point, and that's going to get us to the 9th.
Where we need to be.
Finale. Yes, sir.
We'll see what happens with the finale. If they do it out in L.A., we'll see what happens. But final note, ended on this from Melissa Lynch, because I like this because I said it to you in the house. In the words of Jeff Schroeder, these house guests need to knuckle up like Rocky and want to win and actually play hard now. And I agree. This is the home stretch. As you said, it's 4 weeks left. They got to set themselves up for success right now, and it starts tonight. So, final words from you, Cody?
Yeah, somebody came in here and goes, here after the episode to see if Cody addresses the Twitter hate. Not aware of what you're talking about, so I won't be addressing it.
Twitter hate. Twitter was popping today.
Twitter was popping off today, and I know it was some of the
other
stuff from. Well, it was a lot going on. Yeah, there was a lot going on, but I don't know what Twitter hate I was getting. I mean, people maybe didn't like some of the things I said. Guess what? I'll address it.
Said on what?
I guess my interview with Sharon. which I mentioned. Yeah, if you guys want to check out the interview with Sharon.
Here's a good way to end this too, because we're straight up with you guys, and we know we're not fucking stupid. We know there are people in this chat right now.
Yeah.
That fucking hate us.
Yes.
That are watching to find
Clip
the
it.
one thing we say that they can take out of context from a bigger conversation and put it online and go, I fucking hate these guys.
Yeah.
We're not stupid.
Yeah.
We get it. We're here because we enjoy doing it. And by the way, guys, we get paid to do it. We make money doing this. That's why we have the ads. So joke's on them. But we enjoy doing it, and we're getting paid for doing something we love. Mm-hmm. We're winning, right? And it gives us an opportunity for me and you to stay in contact. This is a great opportunity for us. Yeah. But for everybody out there, including the people that don't like us, there's a couple things. And by the way, I'm 40 years old. I still got a lot to learn in life. But there's one thing that I've definitely learned being on television, reality TV. It's human nature to want everyone to like you. Mm-hmm. That's okay. That's a good thing, right? But you have to, when you get to the point in your life when you're old enough, because there's some young people in here too, and you realize that unfortunately, whether you try to be a good person, and even if you are a good person, some people are just not going to like you. And that's okay. No matter what you do, they're just not going to like you. It could be based on something you did in the past that was wrong and they just can't get over it. Or it could be from just them just getting a vibe about you, and no matter what you do, they're going to find a way to bring you down. And ultimately, you can't go through life trying to please everyone. There was a TV personality who's a big figure, and this person has a lot of people that hate him and a lot of people that love him, but they told me right out, ultimately, all you can do is be yourself and appreciate the fact that by being yourself, some people didn't like you and you can live with that, and some people really like you because of who you truly are. And when the people do like you for what you're saying and you're coming from a place of a genuine thought, it means that much more. So I know you said the thing on Twitter.
Whoa.
There was a lot.
You just hit everybody that was in here for that. That wasn't really addressing anything other than like great life lessons. Like that's a brilliant thing to just follow.
I think people are under the impression that in general, like with us, like for addressing the Twitter stuff, I mean, we're not watching the live feeds. We're not on Twitter a lot. I go on there, I promote the projects that I'm working on. I try to be a victim advocate for people out there, try to get their cases heard. I post a lot of missing children stuff. I promote the projects that I'm working on. That's what social media is for me. That's really what it is for me. I don't live on these platforms other than to do that. In fact, I just hired someone. I'll announce her soon, who's going to be handling a lot of that for me because it's tough to balance it all. Yeah. But it's one of those things where I know there was stuff today, some news that dropped. We're not going to get into it here because and that's where I was going with this. Where
I didn't know what and that was like loves, but I don't. And also, I think
it was love. But let me finish this one thought.
Yep.
It was love today, but over the last few years, it's been a lot of like talk about it. And my point that I'm trying to make is, regardless of when it was 3 years ago or what it might have been today, people realize certain things may not have been true. I still feel the same way about it. I'm going to live my life. Yeah. Regardless of what people thought before this information came out or now, I love my life. I love my friends. I love my family. Yep. I'm happy with things. We enjoy doing this. Yeah. And you got to know that you're going to piss some people off when you stay true to yourself. Yeah. And not everyone, even when you give justifications for certain things, are going to like you. Yeah. So regardless of what comes out and people are like feeling different today because of what was put out on Twitter, that's awesome. Yeah. Welcome. Glad to be here. But either way, we're still going to do us. I'm sorry. I was super long-winded there.
No, man. I think it was really well said. And I think a lot of people also think that we are like going through social media and stuff. And it's like, when people say stuff, if people tag me in on Instagram and Twitter stuff, I got to be 100% honest. I don't really look at it. And if I do see it, I don't really perpetuate it because it's literally like most of the time, it's like a really tiny, small person that really has reach to get to nobody. So like even addressing it gives them a platform to reach more people than they ever could have in a million years. So I've also learned that in the past where it's like if I've seen stuff, I'm like...
And we've done it. We've responded to it.
I want to respond. I want to call them out. And then all of a sudden there's people like... I was seeing it here. It's like the fact that I even asked, I was like, wait, what are you talking about? It made people start to like look it up. And it's like you draw more eyes to it by addressing stuff that is like non-existent. And if you think about it, it's like that's why I'm like Twitter hate. Like it's probably like something that's so small to like a small niche group of people because I have Cody haters. constantly.
Dude,
Like just
same.
anything I put out, they'll be
Same.
like, "F you, loser," and I'm like, "All right, that's cool. I'll just block that person. That's dope." But you know, it's just I think a lot of times too, we don't really see it, or even if I do, it's like, all right, well, I'm not even going to address it because like, what's the purpose?
No, it's
Alexander Barr.
You
Haters are
can't
just
win.
giving you free publicity.
It's
These
true.
haters, they're so small, we get no publicity. So
No, but I will say when they clip something from one of these shows to talk shit about us,
yeah,
like we don't have the time to cut our own clips up. I wish we could do Instagram reels and stuff.
I do it when I can. I'm sorry.
Dude, I know you can't. You're working full time too. I love when they put clips out, like controversial clips.
Yeah.
Because it gets so much engagement, and now people will come and hate watch us.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like
Yeah.
either way, it's like it's a good thing. It's good promotion. I'm not saying we don't do it for that reason.
Yeah.
We're just being honest. But I mean, I remember, you know, and we're going a little long tonight, but I'm
Yeah.
sure you guys don't care. We still got 1,000 people in here.
Yeah.
I remember a few years ago, and I might even told you this story, and it was one of those points where I started to realize like I really can't please everyone. I was still a police officer, and we were working patrol. We ended up going into a burning building that was engulfed in flames. We pulled 7 people out of the burning building.
Yes.
It got some press, and somehow it made it online. And my mom, who's my biggest fan, my number one supporter, sent me something. She's like, I hate when people talk like this. And it was basically a screenshot of someone being like, it was the article. It was like a Reddit thing where it was the article, but someone being like, he's still a fucking asshole. I saved a 3-month-old from dying. But it's just like, that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yes,
It's funny, but
yes.
you
We're laughing about it now, but that's all you could do is laugh about these things.
Dude, it's
'cause
all you can do,
save
man.
you save a kid, you risk your life going in there. There's a ton of different things that can go wrong, from the lungs to the heat, all that stuff.
My family was not happy with me. We'll put it that way. My brother
Right.
my brother almost fought me because he's a firefighter. He's
And
like,
he
went in there
understands all the
he
different
wanted
things.
to kill
when
me.
the roof collapse or the ceilings collapse. So much could go wrong.
He's like, because then we got to go in there and get you when you pass out from smoke
Yeah.
inhalation. I was like, yeah, you ain't wrong.
Yeah,
You ain't
and so
wrong.
it's like, but the fact of the matter is that story underneath caption is somebody hating, and it's just honestly, I think for me it was I got to a point where I do have opinions, I do feel certain types of way, I watch these shows, I do feel however I feel about it, and I'm at the point where if I don't say how I truly feel, I get too mad at myself after the fact, and like I start to get to the point of like, why am I even doing this? If I have a platform and we're talking, and I'm not true to who I am, it was starting to bother me even more. So I was like, it is what it is. I'm going to say it. And if you don't like it, you don't have to. I'm not forcing.
The problem
I'm not
is when you start
force-feeding it
saying
to
shit
anybody.
for that reason, right? You're
Right.
just saying what you feel. We're not trying to sensationalize shit. We're not asking, and that's why we don't hate anybody who does it. We're not asking like the gotcha questions or whatever, because I just don't get enjoyment out of it. It's not saying it's a bad thing. I'll be the first to admit I've gone and watched other interviews with other podcasts for that reason, to hear that reaction, because it's entertaining and there's nothing wrong with it. This is our show. We're going to do it how we want to do it because we enjoy it. Like I get pumped up Thursday. I'm like, yo, it gets a little tiresome, but I do when I get in here and we start, I'm like, yo, it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's fun. So
Absolutely.
it's we're going to keep doing what we got to do. As always, we appreciate all the love and support. We understand that sometimes even the people that support us may not always agree with us. That's the world, right? We're not always we're not robots. We're supposed to have different opinions on different issues, and that doesn't necessarily mean we don't like each other because we disagree on one or two things. Yeah, we may agree on a lot of other things. So
I'm gonna give a shout out real quick. I'm gonna give a shout out to Vince. Vince, happy 28th birthday, bro. How you doing?
Oscar's birthday was 28 too. T Swift is at the Chiefs game, so in honor of that, haters gonna hate, shake it off.
Damn right, and we're gonna end it on that, guys.
Yeah, that's a great
Subscribe if you haven't done so already. We love you, Derek. Take us out.
That's it. That's all we got. Appreciate you guys joining us here on the Winner's Circle. We'll see you guys next week.